All right, buckle up, everyone, because today we're diving deep into some serious life wisdom.
Yeah, we're going to be tackling some
Some
good.
questions sent in tons of excerpts from Robin Sharma's Who Will Cry When You Die.
Yeah.
And it is packed
It's full of them.
with little nuggets of advice on how to live a more meaningful life.
Yeah, 101 of them to be exact. It's like a
Wow.
handbook for living with purpose.
Yeah, intention.
Impact.
That's it. And our mission today is to break down,
Distill it down.
yeah, distill all that wisdom
Yeah.
into advice you can actually use.
Actionable steps.
Yes.
You can take
Okay, so
right away.
right from the beginning, Sharma hints us with this question. Who will cry when you die?
It's kind of
Oh,
it's a bit of a heavy hitter,
yeah, it's a bit jarring, but
but it's good, right? It makes you think.
it does make you think.
It's not about being morbid.
Yeah.
It's more like
Yeah.
using it as a way to kind of look in the mirror
Oh, I see.
and see what kind of impact you're having on the world.
Yeah, like are you just going through the motions or are you actually making a difference?
Exactly. And I think it really taps into
Yeah,
this desire we all have
I think so.
for our work to feel
That-
meaningful.
Yes,
feel
that's such a big,
like we're contributing something.
yeah, like you're not just showing up and getting a paycheck, but like you're actually doing something that matters.
Right. And Shama suggests that
Yeah.
sometimes finding your purpose
Mm-hmm.
isn't about this huge, dramatic career change.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I think a lot of people
Yeah.
like think, oh, I need to find my purpose. I need to quit my job
Right.
and go join the Peace Corps or something.
Totally. But sometimes it's really about bringing more of your true, authentic self
Okay.
into what you're already doing.
Oh, that's interesting. So finding ways to shine within your current role almost.
Right. It's about really focusing on those strengths.
Yeah.
Becoming really good at something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And really being the change you want to see in the world.
Okay, so find your lane and excel.
Yes. And you know how
Yeah.
Michael Jordan,
Yes.
like he was incredible at basketball.
Yeah, arguably the best.
He was the best. But
I don't think he was doing his own taxes.
no, he wasn't doing his own taxes, right? He was focused on what he was best at
That's right.
and he delegated the rest.
Well, that's a really good analogy
Yes,
because
they can do the same.
I think a lot of us,
Yes.
we feel like we have to do it all.
We think we have to be good at everything.
Yes, and it's just not true.
Right. You just need to find that
Yeah.
one thing or two things that really light you up.
And then bring other people in to help you with the things that don't.
Exactly.
That's a good strategy.
So we've got this idea of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing our best selves to work.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
That's next. Well, I noticed Sharma talks about
Oh, yeah, there's a whole section about
living with more intentions.
intention.
Yeah,
Starting with something he calls the Platinum 30.
the Platinum 30.
I know, right? Sounds fancy.
Sounds very fancy.
But it's basically the idea that the first 30 minutes of your day
Mm-hmm.
are super crucial
Okay.
for setting the tone and really getting yourself in the right mindset
Yeah, that's interesting.
for a more productive and focused day.
I can already see myself feeling at that.
You know, it's like, imagine if
Yeah,
instead of hitting that snooze button,
5 times.
you could wake up.
I was going to say, who's only hitting it once?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You could wake up feeling like
Like you actually want to start the day.
energized and aligned with your goals.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, but he doesn't just stop there. He also talks about taking a weekly sabbatical.
Oh, yes, the weekly sabbatical.
Is that even possible with a busy schedule?
It sounds impossible, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be this big, elaborate vacation.
Okay.
Even just a few hours dedicated to doing things you love
Okay.
can make all the difference.
That's doable.
Yeah, he compares it to, remember those mountain climbers in that movie Everest?
Oh, yeah.
How they had to have those base camps
Yes.
where they could rest and recharge
To act like
before they went to the summit.
Yes, that makes so much sense.
So it's like we need our own base camp.
Like a mental base camp.
Yeah, our own metaphorical base camp
Yeah.
to tackle our own
Art every day.
challenges, right?
Yeah, our own personal Everest.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's this whole idea of mastering your time.
Oh, time management.
Yeah.
He's all about that.
Time is,
Our most valuable resource, and it's the one thing we can't make more of.
that's so true.
So are we using it wisely?
Ooh, that's the question, isn't it?
Are we making conscious choices?
I feel personally attacked.
Or just letting it slip away?
Yeah, I'm over here scrolling through TikTok for 3 hours.
You know, we've all been there.
All right, so we've got purpose, starting our days right, carving out time to recharge.
Mm-hmm.
But what about when things get tough?
Ah,
We all face challenges.
The curveball.
Yeah, the curveballs.
Life throws at us.
So how do we deal with those?
Well, that's where Sharma's lessons on perspective come in.
Okay, I'd like that.
He's got some really interesting ideas about shifting our mindset.
Like what? Give me an example.
So there's one that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
It's called Every Day, Be Kind to a Stranger.
Oh, I love that.
It's all about those small acts of kindness
Yeah.
that add up over time.
It's almost like a ripple effect, right?
It is, like that ripple effect,
Yeah.
making the world a little bit brighter.
Because I think sometimes we get caught up in thinking that a meaningful life has to be about these big, grand gestures.
Right. But it's really
It's like, no, it can be
about the little things.
the little everyday things.
Yeah, like holding the door for someone.
Yeah, smiling at the barista.
Exactly. Those little things make a difference.
Okay, so every day, be kind to a stranger.
Yeah.
Got it. What else?
And then there's maintain your perspective.
Ooh, perspective. I need some of that,
We all do.
especially these days.
It's about not sweating the small stuff.
Easier said than done, but
I know, but he even
Yeah.
uses this image of like
mm.
our tiny planet
Oh, yeah.
in this vast universe.
Yeah.
When you think about it that way.
Oh, puts things in perspective.
Suddenly that traffic jam doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, all right, I like that.
Ah.
Maintain your perspective.
Yeah.
But what about the really tough challenges, like the ones that just knock you down
Oh, yeah.
and you can't see the...
He doesn't shy away from that.
Okay, good.
He actually says to
Yeah.
see your troubles as blessings,
That is a tough one to swallow.
especially when you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, because when you're in it, you're like, this is a curse.
Right.
Not a
But
blessing.
he uses this really interesting story
Okay, I'm intrigued.
about his son, Colby.
Oh.
When Colby was little, he would only eat the soft part of the bread.
Okay. I can relate to young Colby.
You know, he'd leave the crust behind.
Smart kid.
And Sharma uses this as a metaphor.
For how we, as adults, tend to focus on the crust of life.
Oh, I see.
Like the challenges, the frustrations.
Oh, so we need to savor that soft, gooey center.
Yes, exactly. We need to choose
Oh,
to focus on the blessings,
yeah.
even when it feels like there's crust everywhere.
Even when you're surrounded by crust.
Yes. So we can choose how we interpret things.
Okay.
And even the tough times can teach us valuable lessons.
I love that. I'm going to try to remember that next time I'm feeling crusty.
I think we all could.
So we've got purpose, intention, a more positive outlook on challenges.
Hmm.
But what about when we just can't seem to get things done? You know those days when motivation is low, willpower is non-existent.
Ah, the dreaded slump.
The slump.
That's where Sharma's emphasis on self-mastery and discipline comes in.
Ooh, I think we all need a little bit more of that.
We could all use a little tough love sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
a little self-tough love.
He's got some really specific ways
Oh, good.
to cultivate discipline.
Lay on me.
Like keeping a journal.
Not just as a diary, but as a tool to understand
Yeah.
yourself better.
No, that's interesting.
Analyze your experiences.
So it's not just about what you did, but like
Reflecting.
reflecting on it.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
He also suggests scheduling worry breaks.
Worry breaks.
I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive, but
Yeah.
instead of letting worries just spin around in your head all day,
Oh, constantly,
he
yeah.
says, set aside a specific time
Okay.
to address those worries head on.
Oh, so it's like almost giving them
Like purpose
mission to come out,
exist.
you know?
Okay.
And then you can move on.
Like, okay, worry. You've had your time.
Exactly.
Now go away.
Now go away.
I like that. All right. So we're journaling.
Mm-hmm.
We're having worry breaks.
We're taking our worries out for coffee.
Yes, exactly.
And then finally,
Yeah.
he says, learn to say no gracefully.
That is a hard one.
I know.
It really is,
It's
especially.
all about protecting. As women, we're always told to be agreeable and
Yeah.
accommodating, and
But sometimes you have to.
but no is a complete sentence.
Yeah, just say no.
It's just,
To protect your time and energy
yeah.
for the things that really matter.
For the things that align with your goals.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
It's about being protective of your time and energy.
Yeah, it's a form of self-respect.
It is. It absolutely is.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we have.
From purpose to intention to
Perspective.
self-discipline.
I feel like we need a whiteboard to keep track of all this.
I know, right? Maybe we should take a little break.
Yeah, let's pause here, catch our breath, and we'll pick up with the rest of these life-changing lessons in part 2 of our deep dive.